Welcome to a political edition of the Fish, Spaniard, and El Maíz show. Here we have El Maíz and I, myself, the Fish. Spaniard could not make it today, but we have a couple of topics. Thank you, El Maíz, for this sword from Bahrain. This is actually hand-forged, and it's a very beautiful
head chopping instrument. That's
head chopping instrument. Thank you. But let's get back on topic.
Back to the topic.
I'll hold this for. Let's put this away before someone gets hurt.
Yeah. So,
well,
what do you want to talk about?
Let's ask you. By the way, El Maíz is really well versed in politics, so we'd like to know, and our viewers out there would like to know, what do you think about Hilary in this candidacy? You know, we want to know what you feel about the political opponents and such. I mean, how it relates to us and why you think she would be president, because we've talked earlier.
Why do I think she'll be president? I think President Pantsuit will win because the Republican Party is running a bunch of clowns. Is it good for America? No. We're getting more of the same. There's no difference between Bush or Obama or Clinton. It's the same corporate shills. Sure, you know, Obama and Clinton are okay with gay weddings, but at the end of the day, who the fuck cares about that? I mean, you're talking about minute differences between the two parties. There's nothing really there. Hillary's going to get elected because...
Well, what about the Republican political opponents here?
It's a clown. It's a clown show. None of them are really have any chance of getting elected in the general election. They're all just looking to score points in the Republican noise machine. They're looking to get a job with Fox afterwards. I mean, look at Herman Cain. What did he end up doing? Or, you know, any of these clowns. Mike Huckabee. They're just looking for a spot on Fox's afternoon lineup. That's all. None of these guys have a snowball's chance in hell in the general election. The only guy that marginally could even run on a general policy thing is Rand Paul, and he's got a racist problem and a cognitive dissonance problem. The libertarians attract a lot of tinfoil hat types, and that shit may fly in the gun show crowd, but it's not going to fly in the general electorate. So we're going to end up electing Hillary just because she's not as crazy as the other ones, and that's not good for the country.
Oh, it's not good for the country, but how do you see if she actually did 8 years with us would pay out for us? What do we see in the end?
More of this
shit.
What do we gain? We're not going to gain shit. We're going to get 4 or 8 years of the exact same shit we got over the last 4 to 8 years. You're going to have the Republican Party running down the clock on whatever policy initiatives she manages to put together, and we're going to end up with more of the same garbage, just noise about gay marriage, noise about religious freedom, noise about stuff that does not affect anybody. I mean, really, how many gay weddings have you been to?
None.
How many gay weddings have you catered?
None.
Why does it matter to you or anybody else what's served at a gay wedding?
It doesn't.
So why are we talking about it? Why is everybody making so much noise about this shit? Because they don't want to talk about the real stuff, which is corporate personhood. You've got entities that are able to wield enormous power in this country, and they have all the legal protections of a human being and none of the risk. You ever heard of a company going to jail? Or a company being put to death? Or a company getting the shit kicked out of it because it held an unpopular opinion? No. It's just people. And, neither party is talking about that shit. They're too busy pandering to the gays on the left or to the Bible-thumping nutbags on the right. Either way, you're just stuck with politics on the periphery, and nothing's being done for people like me and you, or my family, or anybody else.
El Maíz, in 10 seconds, since we're about up for time on this segment, sum up what we have just discussed.
Well, me personally, I'm okay with letting the whole thing burn down. Let the Republicans win. Let some ideologue bring this country down to nothing. Because at the end of the day, it'll ruin the Republican brand. I mean, look, drunks have to hit bottom before they can, turn their life around. And I think America needs to hit bottom and realize you know, we've been drinking our own Kool-Aid for too long, and we need to realize we're not that fucking special.
You're here to hear on the show. Stay in school, young girls. Stay in school.
Be cool.
And be cool. Remember, keep your questions coming. Write in. And we'll be coming more about this political thing as it unfolds, since we're near that time. Thank you for joining.